What up, y'all? Welcome back to She Gets It Podcast. My name is Shan. This is a podcast where I just talk my thing. What's good? You can find me in these podcast streets and on these social media platforms at ShanBPoddin. And don't forget to check out ShanBPoddin.com. Today, I'm going to discuss episode 14, balance in all things, because we need balance, okay? You can't have anything good and worth it in life without balance. I tell people all the time, drugs and alcohol are not bad things. It depends on how people use it and utilize it, and if they abuse it, that makes it good or bad. Loving a child so much that you enable them will hurt them, okay? I just talked about this last night with my kids. Like, if you were, I told the oldest, if you were tying Ari's shoes for the rest of her life, Ari would never want or feel like she should learn how to tie her shoes, because you are always there to do it. But if you show Ari how to tie her shoes a few times, Ari will have the innate approach to be like, I should try to do it myself. And that's what it's about in life. You can't spoil people with things as adults and think that they genuinely appreciate you. And a lot of men do it and a lot of women do it. Sometimes women do it with things and acts of service, and sometimes women do it by having men's babies, thinking that's going to keep them or make them do right. It doesn't. Shout out to Murray's show being canceled finally, but that's a perfect example of it doesn't, it won't. Balance is always needed in everything. No one needs to be stressed behind not knowing how to say no. And that's what I want to talk about today. How to keep your balance and how to have balance in all things. Good morning. Not having balance in life is not a good, comfy bed to be in. Is actually a bed for disease to grow. So don't allow it. Own your moods and don't waste your energy on people who don't deserve your energy. It's very simple, but people make it very complicated. Control what you feed your vision, hearing, body. Freshen up your environment on a consistent level. What the hell are you eating? Ask yourself that. What am I eating? What have I been eating this week that got me feeling shitty? What is making me feel heavy? What is making me super sleepy? I used to have an ex that every time he ate, he had to go to sleep. And I said, sir, there's something wrong. There's something wrong that you're doing. There's something you're ingesting that you shouldn't be ingesting. Or your sleep is off balance. And every time you give your body nutrition, you want to sleep, and you can't do that in real adult life. You're going to have to figure this out. And a lot of people need to figure that out. You know, you're probably not taking in enough water. You're probably eating a lot of hella processed shit. If there's more people in your life cooking your food than you're cooking it for yourself and knowing what the fuck is in it during the process, then that's a problem. You need balance. Americans have salad and 2 pounds of all this shit that they're not supposed to be eating on top of it. And then they make it salad dressing soup. Guilty. And they be like, but I had a salad though. No, you took the unhealthy approach on some shit. You know? Even when it comes to money and money habits. You get money and you say, okay, I want this and this and this. I'm going to spend this and not think about the price because I got it. And I'm going to pay these bills. And then I'm going to go here because I know I got paid yesterday. But you're not looking at what you spent already. And then by Monday, you're just like, damn, where all my money go? And then during the week that you're waiting for that Friday to hit or that Thursday to hit so you can have money again, you are scratching and scraping to make it. And you repeat this every 2 weeks. You have no discipline enough to change your mindset on how you spend money, how you get money. You have no discipline enough to put money aside for the week where you're not being paid. And that's a personal issue. That's not the job's fault. That's not, the people you pay money to for your bills, for things to work and function in your household. That's you. And we don't spend enough time owning the fact that I have poor spending habits. Or I have a poor mindset on finances that got me in these holes. Maybe the house that I got is too big and I can't really afford it. I do like how it looks, but I can't afford that. Maybe I should have got a 3-bedroom ranch house instead of a 3-story house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can't afford 2 trucks in my driveway, but I like the fact that I got 2 trucks. Maybe I can't afford this big ass dog. You know, have you walked through the aisles of dog food and seen them dog food prices? You know, I have 2 kids, and I know, one of them, her dad has a dog, and I think the other one, her dad has a dog too. Last October when I saw he had a dog, and I was like, motherfucker, how the fuck you got a dog and you can't even balance wise take care of your 3 kids? The audacity! I should call ASPCA on your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like people have the audacity to put more on their plate than they can eat. Your eye too big for your belly. That's what my mom says when I was younger. Because I would always want everything on my plate one time, and I can't even finish what I put on my plate halfway. So, if it's like you don't have enough money coming in for the things that you want to do, that's fine. Now you know you need a job with a bigger salary, or you need to be doing more things on the side, like side hustles with that job. But if you're just buying and buying and buying, and it's going to get to a point where you're stuck with it and you have to make something shake all the time, and you scratching and scraping every time bills come through, you have bit off more than you can chew. If you can't make it from this week to next week without asking for help, making a GoFundMe, scratching and scraping, being stressed, being angry, talking to people crazy because you got a lot on you, you feeling a lot of pressure, you got a family dependent on you, and you can't make it, there is something that you're doing financially where you are not balancing. And we have to own that. We have to own that. Stop making vacation plans when you got business to handle, things to pay off. Stop spending all that money on the credit card if you have no plans on paying that shit back this month. Okay? Baby steps. Baby steps. And every month and every year, credit card companies take advantage of people with no financial discipline. And you can't say you didn't know how to use it better. You can't say nobody told you, because the internet tells you every day. There's so many people on the internet telling you financially how to pay these credit cards, when to pay, what not to do, how much to use, where it's reported, all of that. I hope that you guys enjoy the $10 book promo that I had for the weekend of the 17th through the 21st. If you didn't grab yours, you can still grab it, but the regular price though. So on Lulu.com, you can find both books, The Podcast Journal, and you can also find Marketing the Podcast 101. Both by me. You can also find the links on shambypodden.com.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to She Gets the Podcast. If you want to call into the show, it's 770-284-8175.
Now, with that being said, let's ease on down into this relationship shit. I feel as adults, and I'm talking about 25 or older, because I feel like 18 to 25, y'all still don't know shit. It's like cons all over the place. Y'all still practicing what your damn parents done taught you, and teachers and professors and all that shit. So you're still fucking up. But after 25, I think you should get it. Okay? So you can't, I feel like you're not allowed, because you are an adult of responsibility of self, you are not allowed to point fingers and blame other people for what you decided to pour in, despite the obvious, despite the examples of, not deserving, despite them showing you repeatedly that you're wasting your time, despite them showing you their ass to kiss multiple occasions, and you keep trying with this person, you keep giving to this person, you keep trying to impress this person. Personally, right now at 34, there is no one in particular in life that I am trying to impress, except for me in the mirror. Period. There's no man I'm trying to impress. There's no man that I'm getting his suggestions on what to wear. There's no man I'm getting his suggestions on how I should do my hair. Is this too much? Is that too much? Nobody, baby. Shout out to Keith Sweat. Nobody. Right? When it comes to this podcast shit, yes, I have my pod fam that I do ask for suggestions seldomly. All right? I do. Because I appreciate them. I respect their work ethic. And I know they're going to give me that honest feedback. I know they're going to tell me when I'm wrong, what I could be doing better, what I need to do, what's going to be better for me. I know they're going to give me those tools. Okay? Sometimes a lot of people keep friends, quote unquote, around that don't really want them to be better and grow. So they yes you on shit that they know you can improve, but they don't want to tell you can improve, because then you will be better than them, and they don't want that. Sometimes your co-workers are not going to tell you about the opportunities that's coming up from, corporate or this, or what moves are going to be happening, because they don't want you to prepare for it. So it is your responsibility to know, am I putting more into this than I'm getting out of it? Is this person wasting my energy, my efforts? Do I have enough love to give to somebody that I can gamble on possibly not getting back? Maybe I should move in a better way. Maybe I should be more efficient with my time. Maybe I should say no, not because I can't, but because I'm good. Maybe I should say, nah, I don't want you to come by. I have something else to do, period. Not explain myself, not feel like I have to explain my whereabouts or what I got going on or who I got it going on with. It's your personal responsibility to create those balanced relationships with people, whether it's work life, personal, or family, or romantic. Not everybody deserves your everything. Not everybody deserves your 110%. So me personally, I haven't been mad at anybody that I've done something for, because I've only given what I can afford to give. And I'm not just talking financially. I'm not talking like materialistic things. I'm talking about my mind, my energy, my peace, my love. Like, I'm queen. I will love you from afar. I don't have to talk to you for 10 years and I love you. I don't have to talk to you for 5 years and I love you. And if I see you on TV tomorrow and you with a family and you happy and you married and you have a business, I'm happy for you. But I don't need to call you and be all up in your mix. Okay? I'm around a generation that feels like if you don't agree with them and you don't like what they're doing, then you're hating. No, that's not always the case. Some people don't agree with you and they don't like what you're doing because that's their personal opinion. They do not have to like what you're doing. They do not have to be with the shits. They do not have to welcome space for you. And that is fine. That doesn't make them a hater. It just makes the fact that they're exercising their personal opinion. Some girl was on TikTok and she was like, women have no business being police officers, firefighters, and pilots, with no context. Like, she didn't give any reasons why she thought so, but that was like her video. And a lot of people do this shit on social media where they create controversial posts, pictures to get conversation without context so people could get themselves irate. And if you're not smart, and if you don't move in a wise way, what people say will always bother you. What people don't do for you will always bother you. What people throw out randomly without directing it to one or two people will always bother you. There's a lot of people in jail right now, missing their families for decades, in prison right now, because they couldn't balance out their anger. They couldn't calm the fuck down. They couldn't find their center of peace. There's a lot of people that know deep down, I made a bad decision and I kept doing the bad decision because I didn't want anybody to think I was a punk, or I didn't want anybody to think I was gonna bitch out, or I didn't want anybody to be able to say, oh yeah, he said that but he did this, or she said that but she did this. If you catch yourself fucking up, who the fuck cares who sees you catch yourself fucking up and change shit? If you catch yourself fucking up and you changing shit will allow you the freedom to make choices for yourself for the next decade, then do so. We have to stop walking around here like we owe people an explanation for all the shit that we do. We don't. Stop walking around here acting like the people you hang out with, you drink with, you work with, you chop it up with, when you have an emergency, you will be able to reach out and call them and they come help you. You probably don't have nobody. And then the person that will come help you, that will answer your call, that will come, drive out, is a person that you shit on. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. And I guarantee you the reason why they come out and help you is not out of some old shit. It's out of some current shit that they respect that you're doing for yourself, and they know that you have nobody. Probably because of your personality, probably because you got trust issues with yourself that you deflect on other people. Why you don't trust people, you don't have nobody to call, and you calling me. But either way, the reasons why I might help you or someone else might help you is not because of some old love or some something that you bought them. It's because they see what you're doing for yourself and they respect it, period. There's nothing else added to that shit. So, take care of yourself, balance yourself, and you're going to find balance in life. Stop giving what you can't afford. Stop loving people that you can't afford to love. Stop giving effort to people that you can't afford to give effort, to have it wasted. If you can't reciprocate a lot of the things that I give, then I'm not going to give it to you, because it's my responsibility to check my balances as a person. Just because I can have you on the show doesn't mean I'm going to put you on the show, because I got to understand what that's going to do for the show, for me, what work I'm going to have to put in, because I know you're not going to do work, or I know you're going to do it like this, so I got to prepare for it to go this way. Like, I tell men all the time, you might see a woman with a pretty face, a nice body, her hair always looks nice, her nails always looks nice, she always wearing like luxury shit. Okay. But at the same time, if you're doing everything to possibly be in this woman's space and be a part of this woman's life and be this woman's man and only man, can you afford the wants and the upkeep that she feels like she deserves, she needs, and you must do for her in order to be her man? And a lot of men who see women like that only like to look at them, but they don't want to treat them. And if you set your standard in life, this is how I take care of myself. Again, I would like to say thank you guys for celebrating my 4-year anniversary for She Gets It Pod. I appreciate you guys. I've been running my mouth and talking shit to the public on purpose for 4 years, and I appreciate you guys. The anniversary was on the 26th of March, and I appreciate it. And if you would like to get any of the for your anniversary merch, it is on She Gets It shop with Teespring. If you would like to grab you something, if you would like to donate to the podcast, you could donate with the link that's on the show notes for Red Circle. And if you would like to subscribe to all of the new and old episodes and not miss anything, you can subscribe also through shambypotting.com. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me, listening to me, sharing me, giving me feedback, all of that. Now back to the show. This is what I do for myself. Anyone else coming in your life talking about, I want to be in the position to be next to you, I want to be in the position to be in the same rooms as you are, they got to come with the same work ethic or better. They got to come with the same energy or better. They got to be able to treat you better than you treat you. Because I'm not lowering the standard. I'm not lowering the price. A lot of people might put something else, whether it's product or service, and be like, people ain't buying this, or people ain't picking this up, or people ain't doing this. Don't you ever lower the price. Add more value to what they're going to get for the price. Stress the value of having what you're selling for that price, and why it's important, and why you killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's the mindset you need. So people talk about, so you're not afraid to lose people? What's losing when I had nothing to gain in the first place? What is losing when they weren't pouring in anything in the first place? It's like having a cup and everybody knows I came here to get lemonade poured in. And when I came to meet you to get lemonade poured in, all you had is conversation about what it would be like if we had lemonade. You ain't have shit to pour in for me, so why am I here? Same thing. I'm not going to approach anybody without shit to pour in for them that they can benefit from, so why am I in their space? Why am I taking up space? Check your balances. It's balanced in everything. As a mother, it's balanced in my relationship with my daughters. I cannot be their fathers for them. I can only be their mother. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be their fathers for them. I'm trying to be the best mother that I can be for them. I'm trying to make sure they have the basics and then some. You know? And where their dads fall short, I'm not trying to make that up. I'm just trying to have an honest discussion about, I'm sorry that he doesn't do this, but this is the options that we have over here. We have to be realistic about the fact that I could be the best mother I could be, do the best things I could do as their mom, but at the same time, if their dads fall short in something and they want their dad, I can't make up for the fact that they want their dad. I know they need time away from me to appreciate me. And sometimes that means them being with their dad. Sometimes that means them being with other people or friends of mine or their grandmother or their uncles. And then they come back to me and they appreciate what I do here because they didn't get that there, vice versa. I need time away from my kids so I can recognize how I feel when I'm with them. What's good about when I'm with them? How do I feel when I'm with them that I'm not feeling right now? It's checks and balances in all relationships. We have to learn how to find balance in all things. If cocoa bread is really fucking delicious, especially with a beef patty in it, and I love it, I can be like, I'm gonna eat this cocoa bread and beef patty every day for the rest of my life and I'm gonna be satisfied. I'm probably not. Because too much of a good thing is not a good thing. A lot of people meet people they really like. They have a good time. They enjoy their company. They enjoy whatever else they do with them, right? And it's every day spending this much time, all these calls every day, and all of this too much, too soon, every day. And it's too much access every day. And then by like month 2, they sick of each other. You know what happens if you overwater a plant? You know what happens if you keep trying to put more gas into a gas tank that's full? It's wasted. It's gonna die. Okay? So find your checks and balances in everything. Your work. If you getting paid hourly and your hourly pay is not going to change whether you do it harder or do more of it in the hour's time, your hourly pay is going to be your hourly pay. You are playing yourself. Because jobs know when they're abusing a worker to do 3 people's work in an hour's time versus hiring 2 more people so they can cut their costs in their pocket, but you'll never see the elevation in yours. I love telling people that I work with that ask me certain questions and want them answered right now because they have access to me. But that's not my department, and I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I can get you over to a department that can help you with that. And sometimes, yeah, they catch an attitude. Sometimes, oh, you're no help. You have a great day. Thank you for all your help in all caps. You have a great day. That passive aggressive shit don't mean shit to me because my salary is my salary. If you don't like the fact that I can't do more for you, bitch, talk to the company. Some people ask you shit at work and they ask you in a way where they feel like you're their assistant and you must do the little busy work to get them their answers so they can look nice in front of other people. Fuck that. Checks and balances. Don't stress yourself out over somebody else's dream who ain't pouring into you. Because a lot of these corporations don't give a fuck about what you want to do with your life. They just want your time right now. They want to be able to say, hey, we want this many hours out of your day to do what we want to get done for our company, and we want to pay you this. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself and your day for this price? That's what it is. And if you think it ain't that and they love you, watch how you work for them for 15 years and they lay you off and they don't fucking blink. Watch how you work for them for 25 years and they just shut down the whole warehouse and they don't fucking blink. And they know you got a mortgage and they know you got a child that's disabled and they know you got a wife and they know you got elderly family dependent on you, and they don't give a fuck about the fact that in your community where you live, the only other logical place that you could work at is a grocery store, probably making $12 an hour. How the fuck do you pay a mortgage and take care of a family with $12 an hour? These corporations don't give a fuck, so you better start giving a fuck about yourself. If you think you're going to make it in society doing one thing for the rest of your life, if you ain't getting paid millions, forget it. You got to be having your hands in multiple pots. Okay? You can't duplicate yourself multiple times, so have your hands in multiple pots. If you work hourly, what is working for you while you work? What is somewhere else working for you? And that's what you need to focus on. Checks and balances. Balance all things in life. Your child can't, be a great person, a great adult in life if you're doing everything for them. You can't raise your child in a bubble and not really tell them what's happening out in the world. And when they turn 18, throw them out there and be like, you should get it by now because you're old enough. No, you ain't pour in. You ain't prepare them. Being a parent is just preparation for somebody else to be an adult. A good one, a balanced one. I spend a lot of time randomly waking up, yes, and loving on my children and parenting my children, but also making sure that my nephews understand that they are loved too by a woman that cares about them because maybe their mother falls short. That's real shit. A lot of people like to talk about how fathers ain't this and fathers ain't doing this, but there's a lot of mothers out here that fall short, that pick random relationships over their kids, that don't have their kids living with them because they would rather live with a man or they would rather hang out. They scared to grow up. And hopefully those kids have another parent that's willing to do right. But I know my brothers can't fill in the spaces where their mothers ain't shit. So them random hugs, them random texts, them random conversations that I do with them over and abundant from an aunt level, I do on purpose. Because we see every day how men act out here that wasn't loved properly from their mothers. We see every day how men act out here that wasn't properly loved from their fathers. With women too. And so if I could do my effort to help balance that out, that's what I'm going to do. Find balance in all things is all I'm saying. If it ain't real, keep that shit. If they wasn't pouring in before, you didn't lose anything. If they wanted you to keep up alive for them to feel good, you wasn't losing anything because it wasn't real in the first place. Do not fall in love with that potential shit. It has an expiration. What? Just wait. I gotta go. My kids want something from me. Thank you guys for checking out She Gets a Podcast. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Don't forget to take your PTO off for the upcoming months. Don't let people take your kindness for weakness, and don't put your effort in more places where you're not getting shit back. I really want a box of mangoes, but I'm not trying to buy no GMO mangoes. Where the real mangoes at? Where the mangoes that start with a number 9 that actually come with the motherfucking seed and taste like they came from a real tree? Where are those mangoes at? God damn it. Ah.